making his debut on the European Tour, having just picked up his tour card in January. And Kevin Painter, the snarling darling of darts, and joining me to talk us through this final clash of day one is Rob Malarkey.
Yeah, thanks Chris. Good way to round things off. It's been a cracking evening session, and I think this match could also deliver something as well. Kevin Painter, we've seen him so many times on the European Tour. Came through UK qualifying for the first 4 events last year, but then made only 2 of the last 6, and he finished just below that cut-off point for the European Championship on the order of merit. So one more qualification would have effectively made all the difference. And that said, he lost 6-5 to Ian White in the second round in Hildesheim last year as well. So a victory would have seen him qualify for Hasselt at the expense of Jamie Caven on the count-back rule. So maybe something to prove here this season, starting in Hildesheim. But he's up against a man who, as you say, is on the crest of a wave right now, having won his tour card in January. 2 very notable wins in his first campaign as far as Euro qualifying is concerned as well. Beat James Wilson, European Championship quarter-finalist.
First leg, Stephen, a throw first. Game on!
And he beat Simon Stevenson as well, a player who made giant strides up the rankings in 2016 as well. Stevenson's first year on the PDC Tour, and a man who made his TV debut at the Players' Championship finals as well. So certainly an argument for Burton, given what he's achieved in his very brief time on the PDC circuit, but Painter has bags of experience.
Well, I'm right on 40.
Given his impressive CV.
Certainly has, and the 2 names that really stood out in qualifying for this were Paul Nicholson and Kevin Painter. So it'll be interesting to see if he's in the same kind of form that Mr. Nicholson showed earlier on. Painter, a big Ipswich Town fan. Well, that's where he's hoping to send Stephen Burton back to. He's from Ipswich, Burton, a window cleaner.
Yeah. Read a nice piece about Burton in one of the local papers, and he was effectively saying, I don't want to be a window cleaner for the rest of my life, and he's grasping this opportunity, or wants to make this opportunity as a chance to, well, he sees it as 2 years to change his life and change his destiny. And
28.
Well, he's made a fairly good start so far. Failed to achieve his short-term aim of making the UK Open, but had a good crack at the Players' Championship Series. He made the last 32 in his first go. Beat Robbie Green. But the objective has to be retaining that card, but Painter rattling on 180 on the Burton throw as well. And Painter
45
is in good shape here to break in the very first leg.
Yeah, has the potential to be a harsh introduction to European Tour darts for Burton. Let's see how he can handle himself against, well, one of the darts greats, really. That's a good start for this 111. Double top. Oh, lovely start.
First leg, Stephen Burton. Second leg, Kevin.
Well, if he was feeling any nerves beforehand, I think they will have eased significantly after that. That was very accomplished. 111 with Painter sat on 48 as well at the time.
Yeah, 33 players left in the tournament.
130.
One more to exit before our second round tomorrow. And that'll be one of this pair, with Simon Whitlock awaiting the winner. Number 6 seed now, Simon Whitlock, having had to qualify for many of the events last year and not always having achieved that. Whitlock's made sure that he won't be messing around in the qualifiers in 2017 with his good form on the floor.
Absolutely. Really has just had this renaissance over the last 6 to 8 months or so.
77.
Maybe further back than that, actually.
Yeah, the beard is to be feared again, and will he be feared by the winner of this?
Well, I think he has every right to be feared, because he's certainly doing the business once again.
99.
But Stephen Burton certainly showing no fear, is he, on his big stage bow?
45.
He'll get 6 darts from here by virtue of that 45 visit from Kevin. Oh dear.
67.
Well, that is Joker there with a 57 to leave a level ton after firing the first 2 darts into the 5.
76. Stephen, you require 100.
So, a chance to break here. 10s.
90.
Some way inside,
Kevin,
but
you require 104.
will he return? That's the question here. Treble 18. Oh, he went for the 20s instead. 84 remaining. No, he won't finish now.
100.
So double
Stephen, you
5
require 10.
to break and double his lead. That's way high. And that's low, so Painter will come
7
back.
score.
Did that go in double 1?
And that went in double 1
Kevin,
as well,
you
so
require
just to
4.
make life even more difficult for Stephen Burton. Painter, though, on double 2. Won't want to mess about too much on this.
Awkward.
Game shot in the second leg.
Maybe not.
Kevin Painter, third leg, Stephen the throw first. Game on.
We will be back tomorrow with the last 32, second round played out over 2 sessions, as we've seen some fantastic action and a great atmosphere today, Rob. So imagine what it's going to be like in here when the likes of Michael van Gerwen and Peter Wright take to the stage.
It will be absolutely heaving in here tomorrow.
140.
It's going to be a warm weekend as well, and I think inside it will feel like it's the height of summer. Interesting as well when you look at Burton's progression through Q School early this year as well. He came through as one of the automatic entrants, doing the business fairly early on, but 3 of the players he beat actually went on to get a tour card as well. So they proved to be, as it turned out, some of the more consistent players over the course of the 4 days. Madas Rasma, Darren Johnson and Steve Hyde. So it wasn't as if he was done any particular favours by the draw. Rode his luck to an extent as well against Keita Ono, the Japanese player, but in the end it was
100.
Oh yes, for Stephen Burton.
Like it. But
30.
it was a good start
Kevin,
to this
you
match,
require
and all of a sudden he's
126.
just lost his range a little bit, and now Painter, well, he could stay there, and well, he does stay there, and he won't have to bother with the ball. It's double 6 for a 1-2-6. Now then, maybe regretting that route.
Well, Burton just needs to make significant inroads here, and so far he's unable to do that. So
60.
Painter has all the time in the world here.
He's had double 2, and he's going to go there again.
Yeah.
Game shot in the third leg.
Sensible ploy from
Kevin
Painter there.
Fourth leg, Kevin to throw first. Game on.
And that was against a throw, so Painter now has assumed command of this match as he looks to finish today with a victory. We will see, just to pick out a few highlights of tomorrow. In the afternoon, Premier League stars Jelle Klaassen and Kim Huybrechts are both in action. My pick of the afternoon session will be Huybrechts against Diego Portela, who we saw win on his debut. And in the evening, well, Michael van Gerwen has got Jermaine Watamina, who played very, very well tonight.
Yeah. Good average from Jermaine in that win against Burton. His finishing was pretty spot on as well. His average at one point was about 105, wasn't it? So, anyway. That's all to look forward to tomorrow. Will Kevin Painter, or will it be Stephen Burton joining the party on Saturday?
Well, Painter Whitlock, it's an old Premier League encounter, isn't it? How times have changed for Kevin. He's down to 46 on the order of merit now. He's one of the players to hold a PDC major, having won the Players' Championship finals back in 2011, beating Mark Webster in Doncaster.
Succeeding Paul Nicholson.
126.
I believe, unless it was the year they had it twice. I always get mixed up with that.
I think it was the year after, but the year Nicholson won it was the year they had it twice, so I think probably Phil Taylor won it in between. If we're going to take a guess at anyone. 136 then for the artist. And, oh, he's just gone underneath that time.
96. Stephen, you require 66.
Almost on the treble 16 bed there as well.
16 for tops. It is double top.
Game
and
shot on the full flag. Stephen Burton.
Breaks back straight away.
Fifth leg, Stephen to throw first. Game on.
Not done with just yet at all is Stephen Burton. And credit to him there, because Painter looks as though he was just beginning to build up a head of steam, but Burton responding well. We've already seen one former World Championship finalist, by the way, lose out today. Kirk Shepherd suffering a defeat in the first match of the day against Richie Corner. Painter made the final of the big one in 2004.
131.
Yeah, his potential opponent, Whitlock, also a former World Championship finalist back in 2010.
Yeah, big match that if it comes off, but Burton's got something to say about this.
60.
Just goes, gone are the days when you've not got much to talk about for the players that are in action on the first day of these events.
Well,
You've
that's
got
it.
a couple of former World Championship finalists, former Premier League stars.
And players who are just doing it week in, week out on the Pro Tour anyway. And players who've done the business on the development tour as well, who are coming through and making an appearance as well. So yeah, you're absolutely spot on, Chris.
95.
Burton, as we said, in his maiden season, he's 29 years old now. It's interesting, darts, because you can't really put your finger on a peak age, can you? See the likes of Michael van Gerwen storming through from a young age, yet the likes of Peter Wright, Gary
90.
Anderson peaking towards the 40s and in the 40s.
And someone like Alan Norris, who he was voted PDC Newcomer of the Year, and what was he, 44 years old at the time?
100.
It's no barrier. And the older guard have made an impression today. Richie Corner, 54 years old. Paul Harvey as well. Kevin Painter himself is 50 this year too.
Yeah, Mervyn King, the other side of 50.
Require 120.
But then there's the nice balance with the likes of Dimitri Vandenberg winning today. Portella's only 28. David Pallett still in his 20s as well.
Stephen, you require 140.
Really must be the most inclusive sport.
On that basis, age, certainly. And in terms of finance, I mean,
60.
if you're good enough, you can pick up a set of
75.
darts relatively cheaply. You don't have to pick up scholarships and fly halfway across the world to go to camps in America or whatever.
So Painter wants tops now to break back.
55. Stephen, you require 80.
Yeah, and you're seeing a professional change in how the youngsters are getting in. They're getting through academies and the Junior Darts Corporation, the PDC
40.
Youth Tour. It's not all
Kevin,
just
you require
happening
20.
in pubs now, is it? And
Well, I say, I mean, the decline of pubs as well. There were people who feared that darts might just ebb away and, lose its status, but anything but. It's been exactly the opposite.
15.
There are alternative
Stephen,
ways
you
of
require
starting a career
40.
and picking up a set of darts for the first time.
Burton led after one leg. Then
Game
Painter
shot on
wrestled
the
the
fifth
advantage
leg.
from him, but he has now
Stephen
regained that.
6-leg Kevin at throw first.
And we'll start to see the Painter snarl.
89.
One of those players that's a joy to commentate on because he does not leave you guessing as to what he's
100.
thinking, does he, Kevin Painter?
Fairly sure he's very satisfied with that.
Yeah, gave himself a nod of acknowledgement
100.
and firing in the maximum score.
$65.
Yep. Well, he's down to a finish of 167. That final dart was good thinking from Painter.
26. Kevin, you require
Just knew
167.
instinctively where to go.
$85.
Well, Burton won't give up just yet.
Should go 25 or ball now.
105. Kevin, you require
Just to leave
82.
himself with a chance should Painter not clean this up.
Tops he wants then for a 3-3 scoreline.
42.
And now Burton
Stephen,
needs the
you
big one.
require 170.
Which won't go. So
60.
Painter,
Kevin, you require
favourite here
40.
to level the match at 3 apiece.
Game shot in the 6th leg. Kevin Painter,
And
7th
on we
leg.
go.
Stephen the throw first. Game on.
Yeah, a bit of a battle, isn't it? There's been plenty of this,
140.
but there's also been the odd visit with loose darts flying into the 1 and the 5 from both players.
60.
And you do get the feeling that we are only halfway through this match.
Yeah. There we see, the average is not really anything to write home about, but it's a pretty gripping encounter.
140.
And Burton just looking to do something about that average there. He's made a good start to this 7th leg.
100.
280 after 6 darts.
Painter was a beneficiary at the World Championship of Kyle Anderson's visa problems, and
60.
he ended up going out to Phil Taylor, and found himself kind of at the centre of a controversy that had nothing to do with when Taylor locked horns with Wayne Mardle in a TV
33.
studio.
Yeah.
Question asked
Stephen,
about
you
Kevin.
require
And
161.
Phil looked to be cracking under the pressure a little bit and went on to lose to Raymond van
65.
Barneveld, but the power is, well, he's back. He beat Peter Wright, didn't he? He's never been away, has he, the power?
Of course he hasn't.
But he's away from the European Tour.
45. Stephen, you require 96.
Yeah, he was a big price to beat Peter Wright the other night as well. Or last night, I should say.
80.
Well, Burton way ahead in this one. I just wonder if Taylor will fancy turning up just for one to try and do what he did last year.
140.
Smash and grab in Austria.
Stephen, you require 60.
Booked himself a place in the European Championship
Game
finals.
shot in the 7th leg.
As Burton
Stephen
moved
Mann.
ahead here.
8 leg Kevin at throw first.
He's making a good fist of it, isn't he, on his debut? It's not the highest quality game we've
58.
seen all day. But he's 2 legs away from a place in the second round now.
Yeah, and with Painter making a sluggish start there, Burton knows he has to jump all over this, but just a flat sun from Burton. As we've lost the scores once again, but
140.
we'll keep on top of things here. Well, that's very way over.
26.
There you see, Painter on 303. Normally, a player of his experience would move down the board because 133 would leave a finish. Look to
85.
deflect into the treble 3. They're just one of those shots where sometimes
100.
you wonder why they're switching, that's why. 519s leaves a finish where 560s
135.
Yeah, it just smooths the passage.
97. Kevin, you require 83.
Of course, I meant 7 when I said that. Anyway, here we go. 83, double 16, double 8.
75.
He is another player who prefers to be down in that segment rather than up at the top. Kevin Painter. It's kind of old school, isn't it? Because the 16 splits down more than any other
100.
number. Yeah.
Kevin, you require 8.
And that one's further away. Anxious times
Game
here,
shot
but
in
panic
the 8th
not.
leg.
Kevin Painter fans.
9th leg, Stephen at throw first. Game on.
4 apiece and a race to 2 now to see who will take on the Wizard tomorrow. That will be the penultimate game. Tomorrow's evening session.
140.
There's room for one more there. Yeah.
180.
Exploiting the gaps. The first dart was absolutely perfect. There was acres of room to work with there as well, and he found his way through.
100.
Well, there was room for another 3 after that to the
Yeah.
other side. Could have put a mirror image up and left himself 141 after 6.
A 180 on your opponent's throw
45.
always feels like more. But look at that. He's followed it up very, very disappointingly.
Been the story of the match, hasn't it?
Just
60.
not able to find that degree of consistency that he wants. And once again, can't find the big number. Or the treble bet, I should say.
180, and then he's only got half that score with the next 6 starts combined. And here looks Stephen Burton.
129.
Well, will that prove costly? Oh dear.
Well, wherever he seems to fire the dart, he can't seem to avoid the 5.
72.
Because it hasn't left him a shot. 72 for Burton.
Oh, well, 65 remaining. 57 remaining. Bit of a messy visit, this.
32.
OK, he's got Painter on 186, so it's not the end of the world, but that was a very messy visit from Stephen Burton.
Yeah, that's why I didn't go 15 ball, because he knew that his opponent wasn't on a finish. No doubt which way he'll go now. Looks a good guide, doesn't it?
Game shot on the 9th leg. Stephen Burton, 10th leg, Kevin the throat first.
1 leg away from a debut victory on the European Tour.
Yeah, slightly derailed with that first start in his previous visit, but he gets over the line. Can he hold his nerve here?
41.
Well, shame that, because Painter only registering 40 on his first visit.
120.
Just for a moment there, I thought he was going to back it up with a ton 80.
It's a strange game. You see certain players just get into little rhythms, and you see peaks and troughs, but this has just been hit and miss from both players right from the off. 180, then 45, then 140, then 26.
96. 95.
We saw a game earlier on between
85.
Jan Dekker and Chris Quantock, which was a bit of a battle, and then Jan Dekker put in an absolutely brilliant deciding leg. I wonder if the experience of Painter, if it gets to that stage, will do for him what he did for Dekker.
Kevin, you require 157.
Well, Topsy once.
137.
To the cider, but you suspect he will be back, because Burton's on 210, so you suspect we will be going all the way here.
Well, a fitting finale to an interesting day of darts.
50.
We've seen
Kevin,
some shots.
20.
An excellent story with the first Brazilian player making his way through, Diogo Portela.
Hang on a moment, though. Painter in a spot of bother here.
15.
Oh, really is. Really is.
Now Stephen Burton needs to take out the Gerwin price here, the 160 that he pulled out in the UK Open, but it won't go.
Well, Painter's pegged double 2 a couple of times
41.
already in this match.
Kevin, you require 5.
So he'll be looking for big 1, and he must be feeling pretty confident down there.
Game shot on the 10th.
And we are going all the way.
Kevin Painter, the 11th and final
third time
leg.
today he's taken out double 2.
Game on.
And it's another match that goes the distance. We've seen a few of these in the evening session. Dekker, Quantock, as you mentioned, Rastovitz against King, and Dobie
60.
against Bain, all going the distance, and so too is this one. What Burton would have given there for a nice ton 40, maybe more, just to settle his nerves.
Well, I'll tell you what, Kevin Painter took longer then to approach the hockey than any other visit in this match. And look how effective it proved.
77.
And that could well be what wins it for him. Just that, mind you, he backed up the 180 last time with 2 very substandard visits. Needs to back it up here.
Burton started first in this leg, and Painter's kicked in with 177, 140. We mentioned this. Would experience it, and he paused, took time to compose himself before this leg, and it's paying dividends so far.
Shades or echoes of what happened before, but he's still in a very, very good position here.
It's all right. He knows now he's going to get 2 visits to clean up the 124.
Kevin, you require 124.
Yeah, it's looking bleak here for Stephen Burton. Painter a strong favourite now to go through, unless...
Yeah. Oh, lovely, lovely recovery. Just looked like he was shaking a little bit, didn't he? But pulled out the Harry Houdini act.
140.
Well, Kevin, just in case Painter fluffs his lines here, Burton is waiting.
Game shot.
But he won't be back, because Kevin Painter takes out double 12 at the first time of asking. and the former World Championship finalist was given a real run for his money there, but experience tells in the end. Stephen Burton will take a lot from his first appearance on the European Tour here in Hildesheim. Some eye-catching moments from the man from Ipswich, the 1-1-1 checkout to start things off. Missed darts for a break of throw to make it 2-0. May well prove to be a turning point as well, but he held his own for much of that one. But in the end, it's Painter who comes through to set up that meeting with Simon Whitlock tomorrow. That will be an absolute cracker. Loads of other darts to look forward to tomorrow as well. The big guns join the party. Michael van Gerwen, the world champion and world number one,
game in the world, was it?
is just one of them. Let's hear from Painter now, and we'll see you again tomorrow for the European Tour, day 2 of the German Darts Championship.
Just when it mattered, a 13 darter to win it. So that's all I can take out of that, really. There's no real positives out of that. I started all right, but I didn't finish, the middle part of the game was poor. But, you know, as I say, I was against the throw last leg, 13 darter, that'll do. I'll take that into tomorrow.
But on the other side, in the last couple of months, I think I saw a lot of matches with you where you played well and you lost the match at the end, you know, where the other guy had the little luck to win matches. I mean, these are important wins.
Well, yeah, you know, listen, with the standard of play now, you win a lot of games 6-5 and you lose a lot of games 6-5. I've won my fair share of 6-5 games this year already, and we're only in March. So, you know, with the standard of play now, you know, you just got to take it when you can, and I'm quite pleased to win that.
Simon Whitlock is waiting tomorrow. Interesting thing.
Well, Simon's on real good form at the moment. He'll be a big favourite here in the crowd. He's a massive favourite. He should beat me. So we'll see what happens, won't we?
Okay, see you tomorrow. Thank you very much. Kevin Painter.